Hmm? All right, guys, we are back. I hope you guys can hear me now. I just realized that you guys have not been able to hear me all along, and I'm sorry about that. So, welcome to you again. Sorry for that little time wasted. All right, so this evening we'll be talking about surviving recession as a designer or as a creative rather. All right, and it's going to be a fun ride. It's going to be brief. It's not going to be a long session. So what I want you to do now is I want you to share the link. All right, you can copy the link, share the link to every person you know so that they can also watch and partake from tonight's session. All right, share the link to as many persons as you can and get them up on this score, get them on this score so they don't miss out. That's exactly what I want you to do. All right, do that for me very quickly before we go right into what we have to do or what we have to talk about this evening. All right. All right, welcome back, guys. All right, so I've just shared my screen so you guys can see what I'm trying to show you. My presentation. I'll be going right into it in a bit, but first, I want you to make sure that you've shared the link. All right, you've shared a link to your fellow creative, just like you. And I'll just be looking at my screen here. All right, my PC is here. Why you too? You are looking at what you have right there. All right, I hope you can see my screen right now. All right. If you can't see it, just give it time to load in, and you'll be able to see it. I believe you can see it now. All right, from my own end, I think I'm seeing this. All right, this is the first I'm trying to share a screen on a YouTube live session, so you just have to pardon me to make sure that everything is going fine. All right, so I believe you can see my screen right now. So this evening or at this time, we'll be discussing something very, very important: surviving recession as a creative, which is a very, very important subject, a very, very important topic. All right. So, and first thing I want us to do today is first to do just a little bit of introduction. Who am I? How did I get here? Who are you listening to right now? My name is Daniel Amara, and of course, I am the, you can also call me the Apostle of Design. All right. I This is basically the name you can, use to get my attention anywhere at any time. All right. So I'm a product designer with 5 years experience in graphic design and branding. And I'm a sales strategist. I'm a lead designer. I'm the lead designer for Steak Court. All right, I'm the lead designer for Steak Court, and I'm also the founder of AMD Studios, the founder and vice chancellor of AMD Studios Design Academy, and also the CTO of AMD Studios Design Agency. So this is basically what I've done in my little years of experience or joining in the entrepreneurship and the business space. I've built a very few things, worked with other brands in the past, and more to come in the future. Worked on products, but at the moment, I'm a product designer and also the founder of Few Things, and also the lead designer for Stakecourt, one of the biggest marketing or digital marketing platform, not just in Nigeria, across Africa and around the world. All right, you can check the Stakecourt out at stakecourt.com. Stakecourt.com. All right, so what hope do we have? What hope do we have? Very, very important question. What hope do we have? All right. So, as creatives, as designers, or as an artist, or as a copywriter, whatever skill at all you have, what is the hope for us that even with the rise in dollar and with the whole structure, everything that is going out of place, what hope do we have that we can still be needed, or we will still be needed in companies, in brands, not just business brands, personal brands, firms, and different structures and companies around the world? What hope do we have? There's a possibility that there'll be a lot of pushing out some employees and all for different companies because of the whole recession and everything that can be happening now or even in the future. Something that might have happened in the past. Recessions have happened in the past, and for a lot of creatives, you probably have lost your job. You probably have lost, your touch with a client you had before, the clients you had before, and it has become a problem for you because you are at that stage now where you are struggling to get back on your feet. You're at that stage where you are struggling to get back on your feet, and that is a very big problem for you. So here are 7 things. Like I told you, this session is not going to be long. While you are listening, I want you to immediately share this session to your friends, to everybody you can share this to, and make sure you get them to listen to you. Make sure that you get them to listen to you and also join this session, whether now or after it has after we are live and it's uploaded on this YouTube channel. Anybody can still watch it. So there are 7 things you need to do in order for you to survive recession as a creative. All right. And the first thing is this: you have to be able to control your mindset. That's the first thing you need to do. I mean, it can come a lot of frustration, all right, losing a job or getting into that stage where it's very difficult for you to get clients, it's very difficult for you to get prospects, and people are not listening to you again. You are not having a very large audience, audience listening to you. You don't have a big following on Instagram or Twitter or whatever social media platform you find yourself. First is you have to be able to control your mindset. The way your mind is, the way your thoughts, where your thoughts are channeled at that point in time, what you are giving your time to, what you are investing your time to, what you are dwelling on. I mean, it can bring worry, can bring frustration, can even bring depression. But the first thing you have to do is being able to control your mind and push it into that to the direction where you believe and you know that there are still a lot of possibilities out there. There's still a lot of money out there for you, not just for other persons, not just for other creatives, for you. There's still a possibility out there for you to get a job, to get more gigs, to get more projects, for you to also make more money, whether in recession or out of recession. All right, so you have to be able to structure your mindset. Of course, there is a part in your brain where depending on the situation you are facing, emotions can rush up and you fall into frustration or depression. All right, so if you are able to control your mindset, that is where your surviving begins. You've already started the step one of the surviving. That is number one. And the second thing that you should do is you should secure your current spot or your job and also secure your clients. All right, for the fact that there might be recession, the battle now is, if you are working with a company, probably a full-time job, and probably as a designer, and you see that there's a possibility that these guys might pull you out and say, okay, we don't need you anymore because of the way things are going, money, this and that, we still need to get in more creatives and more persons to come work on different projects and all, and also explore. What you should do to probably maintain your position at the time is you have to really work, really give it your time, your attention, and your focus to work real hard, all right, and maintain or secure the current spot you have in your company. You have to work real hard to maintain the spot you have in your company, your current firm, wherever you are working at the time. If you have different clients, I put out a post just I think that should be earlier this morning, very, very early, the early hours of today. And what the post was basically directed to was, you won't or you don't deserve clients if what you do is, for the clients you've had in the past, you don't treat them like human beings. You don't show up for them even after you've done the job. You don't create a connection, a relationship with them. So for you to still survive in time of recession, you should have in mind that you need to secure even the clients you've worked with or you've worked for at the past and the clients you have right now. All right. And one way to do that is for you to build a relationship with your clients, with that firm, with that person, with that prospect, to build that trust where the person can, definitely have you at the top of their mind whenever they want to work on something. Whenever someone asks them, okay, we need this, you are at the top of their mind. But if you've not been creating relationship over time with these guys, all right, with this prospect, with these clients, it will be difficult for you to get gigs from this. It will be difficult for you to survive with the help of these guys. All right, you can definitely still check out that Instagram post. You can go on my Instagram. You can hit the link in the description. See my Instagram link. You go and check out that post. All right, because it is very important to build that relationship. What it does for you is, these guys, the trust energy or the trust level increases, and these guys automatically, they have you in mind, and they are ready to keep recommending you to other persons who are meeting them for more gigs. Because the truth is, referrals are one of the biggest ways to get more jobs and more money as a creative or as an entrepreneur, whatever skill or whatever business you are running. Referrals. So if you can make the client you've had or come across in the past to like you, to trust you, all right, to like you, to know you, and to trust you, all right, definitely they are going to refer you to other their friends, other persons they meet one way or the other, because you will be at the top of their mind. All right, so that's the second thing you need to note. All right, I hope you guys are following. Okay, the third thing you need to know is you need to create a plan ahead of time. Create a plan ahead of time. This is very, very important. You have to create a plan ahead of time. Create a plan ahead of time. The truth is, you might be free. Let's say you have a job right now, you're working in a company, and it might be a full-time job. One of the things you should have at the back of your mind is anything can happen point at any point, all right, in your journey, in your experience with that company, on your work time with that company. Anything can happen, anything can go wrong, anything can also go right. So whatever, even if you secure this full-time job, you should also be cooking up a very good and strategic plan for the future, because anything can happen. You need to have the future already planned out today, so that you are not taken unawares, you are not taken by surprise, and at that point you are not confused. What are you going to do next? And you are just there, and the recession hits you so hard that you don't know what to do. All right. So the third thing you need to do is to begin now to create a plan for yourself. What skills, all right, what skills do you see yourself, still, doing in the next 5 years? What skills do you think you will still be so much in love with and fulfilled with doing that? Whether it's a skill or it's a business you are running as a creative, what skill do you have right now, or what skill would you want to learn that, in the next 5 years you will still want to keep going with that skill? What you do now is you are going to measure the value to market. All right, you measure the value to market. All right, you measure the value to market. Okay, you measure the value to market. Sorry, 1 minute, guys. All right, so what we are talking about, all right, is you being able to create a plan for yourself. And then you guys to see my face. All right, just a bit again before we continue. To create a plan for yourself, this is very, very important, because it's going to help you to still, stay prepared for anything that is going to hit you at any point in time in your journey. Have a plan for the future. All right, you are going to take out the list of the skills, even in the next 5 years. You will still be exploring, you still be working on it, or you still be personally fulfilled having that skill, making money with that skill, and you are going to evaluate or score the value to the market, and also score the profitability rate. All right, if you can do that, you can score it over 10. All right, you're going to score the value to market and the profitability, profitability too for you. All right, and when you do that, you begin to find out that you have a list, or you have a number of skills that, that even in the next 10 years will be valuable to you and also be profitable, whether in recession or out of recession. So be ready to make a research and map out this plan for yourself, because it's you preparing for whatever can happen in the future. Whatever can happen in the future. As much as I'm not wishing that, praying for this recession to hit, and probably you are pushed out from the current company you are working for or with, or maybe you miss out, you lose the clients you have right now. You should have a plan. You should have a plan in case. I mean, you should put everything into consideration. Right, anything can happen at any given time. Anything can happen at any given time. So put that into consideration. That is very, very important. Right. So the next thing the next thing that you should do is you need to start freelancing. You need to start freelancing. Very, very important. If you're not a freelancer, you're working full time with a company, you need to look at freelancing as one of your options. If you are a freelancer, but yeah, you know that you are just in and out, one of the things that can help you to also stay continue to be profitable or continue to make profits and also make money as a creative, whether in recession or out of recession, is also harnessing the power of freelancing. All right, you can explore freelancing websites and freelancing communities where you can connect with persons who are looking for different different projects or different things at different times. Let's say as a designer, you can go somewhere like you can go on Fiverr or Upwork and then connect with persons who are looking for different gigs. Search out those kind of gigs, or for the skills you have, you search out persons who are looking for those that particular skill set, and you freelance, connect with them. Of course, before you begin to freelance, one of the things you should do is um you need to build your portfolio. All right, you have to have a strong portfolio. All right, we are going to come back to what I just skipped now. You need to have a very strong portfolio if you want to go into freelance. You can't just go in there as a novice. You need to have projects you've worked on in the past. You need to show them. You need to put them together and show those projects you've worked on in the past. Build that mini portfolio for yourself. As a creative, whatever skill you have, you need to have a record of the things you've done with other clients, with other prospects, with other personal projects you've worked on, and whatever projects you worked on, you need to document every process. Document every process because it's going to play a role in you building a very solid portfolio. All right. And the next thing you should do is you should upskill. That's one thing you can do for yourself. In fact, if there's anything you take home, you take back after this session, it should be this one thing. You should upskill. Upskilling is very, very important. Let's say you're a designer and you just know how to use probably your Photoshop, all right, to do social media designs and all of that. All right, and you find out that persons now who are looking for designers are looking for more than just designers. They're not looking for just designers who know how to do social media designs and all of that, or arts creative. They're looking for ones with probably an idea of what sales is, an idea of social media management. So you can upskill by understanding the system of social media management. All right, you can be a designer who also knows how to manage social media platforms. And what you do at that point, it gives you a better leverage for persons or for clients or prospects to pick you because you have an extra soft skill that will keep you above other designers who are on that list. All right, keep you above other designers who are on that list to for you to be chosen, all right, or for you to get the gig or the project or the income that will come in for you to work on the project at any given point in time. All right, so you need to upskill. You need to upskill. Very, very important. And like I already mentioned, you need to build a strong portfolio. You need to build your portfolio very, very strong. All right, start with what you have now. Keep building it. Keep adding your projects. As a designer, you don't need to probably have a website. You can probably just use websites like Behance or Dribble, or you can even use Notion. There are a lot of websites you can use, all right, to put out your projects and package them in a way that you look like a very classic and standard portfolio, and go into freelancing and get more persons to know you, and get you in for gigs and for projects and pay you very well even in time of recession. All right, and the last thing, the seventh thing, which is very, very important, is you need to know how to invest. You need to take more time or invest more time and resource, or more of your time and resources to invest in. All right, invest in different business structures. It can be real estate, it can be the blockchain space, it can be even in yourself. You can invest in yourself to build a better structure, a better strategy plan for yourself, a better social media presence for you to have, get more eyes or more audience looking at you and what you are doing. So, boy, it's very, very important you learn how to invest so that when the recession hits, you can still have something to hold back to until everything gets back to normal. You can still have something to go back, just like what happened in COVID-19 when it hit. A lot of persons lost their job because a lot of persons needed to be present. But persons who are still doing good are persons who probably have invested, and persons who now have to find a way to work remotely from their different homes, and also work using the online space, which is one good advantage of the internet right now. All right, because you can now work via the internet, via social media, via the online space, and do anything you want to do, and also make your money. All right, the money has also moved from just cash money to a cashless society too. So if you know, if you invest in yourself, when the recession hits, you will not be caught unawares, and you will not, really be affected by the recession. Right? So you need to have these 7 things. So we mentioned 7 things. Number one, mindset control. Number two, secure your current sport or job or client. Number three, create a plan ahead of time. Number four, start freelancing. Number five, upskill. Number six, build your portfolio. And number seven, invest in yourself. Number seven, invest in yourself, which is very, very important. Invest in yourself. So now the last thing I want to tell you is there is still a lot of money for creatives. The only thing you have to do is just position yourself well for it to find you. If you can position yourself well, money will find you. No two ways about it. If you can position yourself, whether in recession, out of recession, the money is still there. There's a lot of money. But there are a lot of creative, let's say as a designer, there are a lot of designers coming to the industry. The designers are increasing and increasing and increasing. The truth is, there's still so much money for you to get a very large piece. All right, for you to get a very large piece. All you have to do is position yourself well for the money to find you. Position yourself well for the money to find you. All right, that is all you have to do. You just have to position yourself well for the money to find you. All right, so we've come to the end of my sharing. We've come to the end of this session. I've given you everything I had and prepared for you. And the thing is, something I want you to understand is this: that as much as the recession can hit anytime, it's already here. Things are happening. People are losing their jobs. People are finding it hard to get jobs. There is still hope for you to be profitable. Right, there's still for you to be profitable as a designer, as a developer, as a creative, whatever skill you have at this time. There's still for you to be profitable. All you have to do is give it your your focus, and every of these 7 things I've listed. Invest more time in building these 7 things and do these 7 things, and you can definitely survive in time of recession as a creative. All right, I hope you got something. If you did, I want you to immediately share this session with your friends. Share it everywhere on your WhatsApp status, on Instagram, on Twitter. Share and let more persons hear and get these very important these 7 things you've listed here this at this time. All right, it's good to have you guys here watching me, and for persons who will be watching even after this live session, I hope you keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. There'll be whiteboard sessions too, and also workshops that will be happening here on my YouTube channel. So if you've not subscribed, what I want you to do now is subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out with everything that we are putting out for you, or we are packaging for you. All right, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, so here is where we end it for this time. All right, make sure you follow. You can follow me across all social medias to know when I am coming live on YouTube again to discuss something, when I share videos on very important things about design, branding, sales and marketing, and the business of design. So make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notification so that you are notified whenever I put out the content here on YouTube. Good to see you guys. Good to have you guys. Make sure to drop your comments. If you have any questions, you can drop in the comment section, and definitely I will answer you as soon as I see it. I will answer you. I will not hesitate. All right. So see you guys next time. See you, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye bye.